All right, after we got it mixed up, stir it, make sure there's no settling over time. I like to let my roller sit for 5-10 minutes and get wet all the way through to the core. It makes it easier to start the roll. There's a lot of holes in there. You can see how it's still not wet all the way through. So push this paint in as much as possible to start with, and then let it soak. All right, so when we're cutting in this product, I've worked a lot by myself, so I've had to find new ways and innovative ways to keep a wet edge. I'm using a 4-inch Slim Jim, and I'm using a good quality sash or block brush for cutting in the ceiling. So I'll run the brush on the ceiling to get that perfect line, and this is where I'll stop cutting, and then I immediately take my 4-inch roller and I am rolling into that so that I can get my roller about less than 1/2 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch off of my surface. That's when I start getting my texture on. And I'll pull that down like 8 to 10 inches with the Slim Jim, and then I'll bring that into the corner. So if you can load your Slim Jim and take that furry end and jam it into the corner, and you can load up that corner a lot quicker. You've taped off the baseboard. We don't need to cut in the baseboard because we've used the quality tape that's going to seal. You won't get any tape bleed in it, so then I can take the Slim Jim and I run it right on top of the baseboard, bringing, again, my cut in up 8 to 10 inches so that when I go to my roller, I can roll right into it and I can keep that same texture as I move across the wall. And then I'll stop right here. I won't even hit that door yet. And then what you want to do is just start dumping paint, especially with a 9-inch. So you're just dumping. Yep. So you can see I'm still keeping that wet edge, but it's really freaking close. If I went another 5 minutes, I think I'd be in trouble. Another important aspect of cutting in with this product is when you put your ladder up, you only want to go about arm's length apart or per movement. So I'm doing about 1 arm's length. I'll bring the corner down and then I bring the wall across, and then I immediately grab my wall roller, but then I'll roll just that area that I just cut in. So then I can move my ladder, I'll cut it in again, and then I'll roll the wall again. That way I'm ensured of keeping a wet edge. I'm not cutting the whole wall and then coming back and rolling, because you're guaranteed to get some picture framing on this as that cut in dries and you can't get back to it quick enough. So you can see how it's changing color all the way up. Yeah. Yep. And that's your time. If you're not on top of it, you're gonna be in trouble. And if you're not gonna approach it like this, you're gonna have lap marks everywhere. So I don't worry about cutting these corners, and even if you have a straight flat 90-degree corner, I'll just come back and kind of put some texture on it because I know it's going to dry up, and I don't want any straight brush strokes or anything like that in the drying in the edge. Position of your buckets, always important. Making sure it's right next to your work. And when it dries, I'll have no lap marks.